Oh my God, this is literally like the reincarnation of Satan. I swear it's gonna be the death of me. I don't wanna go tomorrow. It's gonna be so bad. Phrases like these have become a normality in high schools today. And contrary to popular belief, students here aren't talking about a big test or a doctor's appointment that they're dreading. They're talking about their extracurricular activities, hobbies that they're supposed to be doing for fun. After hearing a student talk like this about Science Olympiad, I finally turned to him and asked, if you hate it so much, then why are you doing it? The response? Very predictable. It looks good on college applications. It is unbelievable to see how many students have sacrificed their self-interest and well-being in order to make colleges happy. It is a problem that I would like to examine today using the 4-way Rotary test, asking and answering the following. Is it the truth that students are no longer looking to their own self-interest when deciding what to participate in? Are these moral and educational compromises fair to all concerned? Is going through life looking for the next resume builder, helping us move towards building better friendships and goodwill? And finally, without an adjustment on the perspective we place on college expectations, is the current perspective beneficial as is? The truth is that this trend of students going through the motions of an extracurricular or enrolling in an AP class they simply don't belong in, and then immediately regretting it, has been happening more and more. High schools are now just filled with groggy, whiny teenagers who didn't get enough sleep last night because they were too busy crying about a class that they hate. When I was registering for my classes, my guidance counselor told me that taking AP Music Theory, a class I was genuinely excited about taking, would be a waste of my time, and that taking AP Biology would be a much better bet for me because it was looked upon with more favor by colleges. So rather than have a class that I'm eager to go to every day, I now have one where I kind of look at the clock more than I do at the teacher. How many students currently enrolled in accelerated classes can honestly say that they are enrolled out of pure, genuine interest for the curriculum? According to a recent student poll of high school students in the 2013-14 school year, less than 21%. That means over 79% of students are not looking to their own self-interest and passions when enrolling in classes. Schools have prohibited us from having a personalized education, pushing a quantity over quality agenda extracurricularly, and discouraging us from truly using our interests to decide what we participate in. High school is supposed to be a time of self-exploration and personal growth. How is it fair to students that this process is cut short by an obsession with being college ready? It's not fair. The result are students who are graduating from high school with all of the requirements for college, but no passion, no readiness for it. In a way, we've cheated our youth of their main opportunity to discover themselves. When was I supposed to realize that I wanted to be a philosophy major? When I was too busy crying about AP Bio every night. During my college interviews, I'm always told, we've noticed that all your extracurricular activities are performance-based, so why do you want to study dentistry? And I have to calmly respond that my list of extracurricular activities wasn't a list of what I thought they might like to see. It's a list of what I love to do. It's a list that represents the person that I am. And even though I may not have several academic extracurriculars that are looked upon with more favor by colleges, I wouldn't trade any of them because I know that if I was participating in them, I wouldn't be doing it full-heartedly. One of the biggest offenses of a flawed outlook on high school is the potential friendships and goodwill that are not being formed, and the overall bad attitude of students. No one's going to enjoy a hobby they feel forced in doing. Rather than spend our already limited time doing things we love with people who share similar interests, students often find themselves going through the motions of an extracurricular or in a class, completely miserable and making those around them miserable as well. If students were given the opportunity to engage their own interests in doing classes and extracurriculars, they would find themselves in a much better learning environment, characterized by better friends with similar interests. This potential benefit is marred solely by the fact that we have trained our youth to believe that if they don't do exactly what colleges want them to do, they're going to end up jobless and futureless. Finally, I believe that an adjustment on the perspective we have on college emphasis is very important. Students would be more thankful for what they do spend their time doing if they knew that it was their choice. Students wouldn't be burdened with things that they have no interest in doing, and teachers wouldn't be burdened with students who have no interest in succeeding. Because when a student is truly passionate about what they are doing, they are willing not only to withstand, but to overcome those obstacles in order to succeed. Finally, being able to be in an environment where their talents can be utilized, students would find themselves in a healthy learning environment and a healthy mindset, able to finally start working on personal growth and achievement, rather than just worrying if they're good enough for college. I understand that a large majority of what I do inside the classroom is motivated by college. I get it. But I should not be pressured or guilt-tripped into taking classes just for the sake of college, or doing an extracurricular just for the sake of college. There's a fine line between using college admission as motivation to work harder and allowing it to become a puppet master in our education. When will students finally realize that we're more than a silly number on a report card, and that what we want to do is infinitely more precious than what any college may want to see? In retrospect, I should have taken AP Music Theory. I mean, honestly, who was I trying to impress? Thank you.